Broadcasting from Watts Creative Studios and live on Grove Street FM. You're listening to Talk Local to Me, brought to you by the Central Virginia Business Coalition, with your host, Heather Alto and Diane Earl.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Talk Local to Me for another episode. We are kicking off this week talking to some of our bands that we are going to have participating in our Battle of the Bands event. And so today we have just us with us in the studio, and we're going to be hearing from them and hearing a little bit of music, getting a little snippet of what you're going to get when you come out to our event on August 21st. And we also have with us Nicole Johnson with Bedford County Tourism and Destination Bedford. And we're going to be talking with her about a variety of things, actually. We're going to be talking about the Athena Awards that we hosted a few weeks ago, as well as the Battle of the Bands and just upcoming things to do around Bedford, because that's, with Bedford Tourism, that's what they do. They promote all the wonderful things that Bedford has to offer, and there are so many. So we want to talk with her about that as well. And
you didn't use your word. I'm surprised.
I didn't. I almost said plethora. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to leave it alone for this week. But since you said it, she has a plethora of things that she does for the county. And so we'll be talking about that. But we're going to start off real quick thanking a couple of our show sponsors that allow us to come and talk local to you every week. Starting out with Sunburst Vinyl. Sunburst Vinyl Supply is your area's best source for replacement and new construction windows, vinyl siding, shutters, gutters, guards, and more. So if you're thinking it's just vinyl, it is not. You need to contact them and see what all they have to offer you. You can visit their showroom, which is on 1731 Sunburst Road, right off of Highway 460. Very easy to get to. Or you can check out their website, sunburstvinyl.net. Or just give them a call at 434-525-5577. I know Sammy will be happy to talk with anyone and see what their needs are and how they can meet them. And then we also want to talk about Taproots. I know we've talked about them extensively on other shows and even with them, but they are one of our August sponsors. And so Taproots is your location if you're looking for like homeopathic remedies, CBD products. They are very, very well versed in what you need to know about any of the products that they have in their store. And so if this is something you've been looking into, you've heard about some of these remedies and you're wanting to find out more, definitely contact Taproots. You can visit them on their showroom off of Old Forest Road. That's 3718 Old Forest Road, Unit B. Or you can check out their website at taprootsva.com. So definitely go in and speak with Carrie and find out more about what they have there.
Do you need a break?
Yeah,
that's a lot.
All right, I'm going to take a.
You're like,
did I
give us some water?
Yeah, I need some water. But we'll talk about. We got a couple other sponsors, and if you're out there and you're listening, and you're thinking, how can I get involved? How can I be a sponsor? Contact us. $100 a month. Get your name out there. Increase the traffic to your website. Listen to me talk about you. It's a lot of fun.
And you get to come on the show and talk with us
Come
too.
on the show, Put your info on the website, all that, $100. So that's my pitch for the day. The plug.
It's if Heather, if you don't mind me interrupting, just
go right ahead,
quickly.
Woody.
It's a great deal because we get quite a bit of traffic on the Grove Street website and on the app. The Grove Street FM app is on several hundred, close to 1,000 devices. So
would you say that's several?
Several.
Okay,
several times 10.
Yep, several times 10. It's on several devices. So it's a good deal. That's all I gotta say.
Thank you, Woody.
Yeah, you're welcome. Just plugging y'all now.
Thank you for that insight.
Yeah.
So we just hosted a few weeks ago, and I know we chatted about it last week, our Athena Awards that we held. It's one of my favorite events that we do. It's part of our Empower Women in Business seminar, and we've had women that were nominated for the Athena Award, and I've mentioned before, it's a international leadership award given out to someone who is showing excellent leadership qualities, community service, mentorship, the list goes on and on. It's Athena because it embodies the Greek goddess Athena and all the things that she did. And she was a very powerful Greek goddess. And so we have in the studio with us the recipient of our Athena Award this year, Nicole Johnson. Hello.
Yay.
Hi,
Drum
good
roll.
afternoon.
So, Nicole, I know you have been a big supporter of our event, and you've attended the last 3 years. And tell us a little bit about just, what it means, as far as being the recipient this year. And as I've said before, I say recipient because I don't say winner, because although you were the technically, but everyone that I feel was nominated as a winner, because all of our women are so talented and we had what was that?
I don't know what that was.
It was an agreement.
That was just again, we need a sponsor so we can get Woody over here. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm beeping over here. I'm
So
sorry.
tell us a little bit though about just kind of what that means, for you, and kind of highlight some of the things and I can highlight some of the things Nicole does for our area. I mean, she does a lot, and it's very difficult for us when we're looking, at the applicants. I'm glad we are not judges because, like I said, so many of these women have great things they're doing. But just tell us a little bit about the award. I don't know. I love seeing your face. Like when I called your name, it was just so awesome. Like you were so surprised, and I loved
Yes.
that.
She said, what?
I was shocked. There were so many wonderful nominees, and there are every year.
Mm-hmm.
I want to start by saying I think it's wonderful that you all have brought this award back to Central Virginia after, I think, a lengthy absence.
Mhm.
So it's just really nice that you have that back. You're offering it to our local women leaders in the community, because there are so many women out there doing wonderful things every day. And it's hard, first of all, it's an honor just to have been nominated and to be among the other women who were nominated. And then to win, I was surprised, as you all could tell. It was a very emotional moment. It just kind of, you go day to day, you feel like you're running and you never really stop and think about what you're doing always. You just do what you have to do. And
I think too, you
yeah.
don't realize the impact that you have on other people
Right.
and all that we see. You're probably stressed, I'm sure, with everything that you're tackling, but you are nonstop. I mean, even on weekends, on vacation, you're decked out in Bedford gear, and you're like,
Mm-hmm.
you're in a different country or in the islands or whatever on a cruise, and you've got Bedford stuff. So you're always representing. You are always turned on. So I think that's fantastic.
I always think I'm on the go a lot, but then I also your post and you're like, I was here today. I was like, I'm tired just watching Nicole.
well, I'm
What
tired
she
watching
did.
y'all. So
But I think that it takes a lot. I see, right now the world's going through a whole lot of different things, changes, and people are, fingers get pointed in all kinds of directions, and I think that it's great to see someone who's out there really working for the good of the community. And it's one thing to be what I like to say is a keyboard warrior. You want to put all your stuff out there and talk about it on social media, but you're doing it. Like you're out there and you're helping and you're really creating. You're bringing business. You're bringing tourism. You're bringing people to our area to see all the great things we have to
Yeah.
offer.
Positive impact.
That's exactly what I
Exactly.
was getting ready to say.
Yes.
Yes,
Positive.
positivity,
Yeah.
and that's what we need more of is that positivity. And I just love it. So
thank you. The Destination Bedford brand that is out there, it's everywhere. It's on TV, it's on the radio, it's on billboards, it's in print. It's on the internet. We are trying to bring people in as much as possible to showcase our beautiful town and our beautiful county, because we do have so much to offer. And we do see that it's working, because tourism, despite COVID in the past year, has been booming in Bedford.
Mhm.
And we have the numbers to back it up. When you look at the transient tax revenue and the meals tax revenue that is being shown, it's unbelievable. We're setting records.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when y'all did the unveiling of the Destination Bedford and y'all did the tagline, and I remember when you did it, I had chills. It was it was great. I mean, you see
It's
some
so
taglines, and you're
simple.
like, what?
It's so simple, but it is so brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then
Mhm.
even the commercials and stuff that they put out, it was phenomenal. So, hats off to you, Nicole, and your team and everybody there.
Yeah, it's definitely a team effort all the way. It has to be, or it won't work. Because you have to have something to back it up. You can put all of the ads out there, but if the community isn't behind it, and your staff at the Welcome Center and the county and the town, they have to, they all have to embrace it, and because they're
Yeah.
part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're so lucky to live, in a place that offers so many different things between, the wine trails and the artisans and the parks. I
Yeah,
mean, my
the
goodness.
sightseeing in general.
Yeah, exactly. You're absolutely right. I mean,
We have it all right in our backyard.
Right here.
yeah.
And I think and just to talk a little bit about, you mentioned the Welcome Center. We just hosted our coffee talk this past week at the Welcome Center, and I had multiple people that came in that were like, we've never been inside here, and it's beautiful. And I think that we have one of the prettiest Welcome Centers in all of the state of Virginia. I mean, and
I've
not
been to
that
out-of-state ones, and they do not
Yeah.
compare to this one.
I mean, not that I go and just hang out at Welcome Centers. I'm not gonna say that I do, but in the ones that I've been in, they're definitely it's definitely one of the
I'll leave that
nicest
one alone.
Welcome Centers, I know, right? That I've ever been to, and it's because of what you and your staff is always welcoming, and it's just laid out beautifully, and I just I can't say enough good things about it. If you have not been there, and I don't care if you're even a local Bedford resident, go visit the Bedford Welcome Center,
Yeah.
because you'll find something there that you didn't know was there before. You'll learn. They've got brochures, they've got magazines.
Oh yeah, lots of free publications that you can pick up that come in monthly. Blue Ridge Outdoors Magazine. We get some USA Today travel publications, the Lynchburg Living, the Laker Magazine. We get tons of free publications that the local residents love to come in and pick up. And if you're planning a trip outside of Bedford, we do have information besides just Bedford. We have travel publications for many different states and other locations.
Yeah, I know I usually do theme Christmas gifts for my kids. And right before COVID, actually, maybe I started it, but I did like a destination theme gift for each of my adult kids and their spouses. And I had this cool little backpack that also doubled as a cooler. And I went into the Welcome Center here in Bedford, and your staff was so helpful because I filled it with, I had some destination just for Bedford that I knew that my kids had not been to or had not visited. So it was like brochures with that stuff. And then I had other places that I wanted them to attend to and just kind of go for the day, little day trips. So they helped me fill, both of these bags full of, really great brochures and information. And, sadly then COVID hit. So, most of the year they didn't get to do that, but they still have the brochures and they still have the information. I encourage, whether you live here or not, to definitely go in there, talk to them. If you have any questions, her staff is just phenomenal at, pointing you into the right direction and getting you the information that you need.
Y'all also highlight local artisans
Mm-hmm.
in there, correct?
We do have some artists that are featured there. Yes.
Yeah. So that's always another big thing. So tell us about some upcoming things happening in Bedford, because I know festival season's kicking off, and I know there's a lot of things that you specifically work with around the area to get their name out there. So tell us what's coming up.
Sure. So this weekend, actually, Saturday night, Hickory Hill Winery is going to have their Sunset Saturday. They don't do it every Saturday, but they do have various Saturdays throughout the spring, summer, and fall where they have live music at the vineyard outdoors, and you can come and enjoy the wine and bring a picnic and just hang out with your friends and have a good time. So that's Saturday night. And then next Saturday night, the Sedalia Center is hosting Sedalia Fest. And it's going to be a big tribute to Jimmy Buffett. So they're encouraging people to dress up as pirates or parrot heads, mermaids, whatnot. They're going to have costume contests and food and beer and all kinds of good stuff going on. And that's their annual fundraiser. So it's nice to get out there to Sedalia and support that. And then your event coming up on the 21st, which I always look forward to. It's always just so well done, and the music is always really good. And you have the beer, and you have the vendors, and the car show, which you just added last year, I believe.
Yeah, we did.
And that brought in a lot more people.
Yeah.
People love their car shows.
Yes. We were actually shocked at how many people came in.
Right.
I was kind of nervous because we had to keep it under a certain amount, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, because we were
Stop
clicking,
counting.
we were like clicking people in and clicking
Exactly,
people
just
out.
stop.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't see that person.
So yeah,
Yes.
and coming up, I mean, fall is just so busy for us. We always have a really busy spring and summer, and usually fall season is even busier. So we're looking forward to September and all the events coming up then, such as the Center Fest, which is the 40th annual, and you guys are
Yes.
busy planning that. I
We
know.
are, and I can even give you a little sneak peek of our gala. We finally have nailed down. Because it's the 40th anniversary, and when you look back, that means it started back in like 81. And so we're going to do a back to the 80s themed gala the night before. So bring
Love
out your Aquanet, your boom boxes,
Your neon
know,
color.
all
Bring
your
your
neon.
trapper keepers. We were
Yes.
Googling that yesterday afternoon.
Yep. So we're super excited about that event, and just doing something to honor the 40th year of downtown Bedford and the festival. And so we'll be putting out more information about that within the next week or so.
That is awesome. I'm very excited.
I
I
am
love
too.
the 80s.
I'm ready to put my ponytail on the side of my head. And
Yeah, I grew up
Oh
watching
my
MTV,
gosh.
so there you go.
Back when they had music.
Ooh, ouch.
The videos,
Bam.
actual music videos that you can
I
watch.
don't know what. I don't even watch anymore. I don't know what.
I
they
don't
have.
either. I
Road rules.
stopped because it was just
Better
like,
for your health.
yeah.
So yeah, and also that weekend, there's a lot going on in Bedford. Just that one weekend, the Battle for Bedford Disc Golf Tournament is going to be taking place at 3 or 4 disc golf courses around the county, and that's already brought in over 400 registrants,
Wow.
and they're coming from all over the country to compete. So they're going to be around town pretty much all week. So we're trying to get the word out to the businesses to be ready.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to display our area. And so, especially like you were saying, our downtown businesses and restaurants and like the wineries. And
Right.
And I'm going to go back because y'all know I love wine. We
I
talk
said,
about
were
it
you
every
marking
show.
your calendar over there when she was talking about that wine?
Oh, I
thing?
love Hickory Hill too.
She
See-
said, "Bam."
I love Hickory Hill. I think Wendy and them. Oh, I just do,
Yeah.
and I love their Sunset Saturdays. I haven't been in a while, but it's a great event. So if you're able to go out to that, please do because
Yeah.
they need small businesses like that, especially need our support right now. And I say that because a lot of them were shut down for COVID and they couldn't do wine tastings. They couldn't have people there. And so now that they're opening back up, in order for them to continue to grow and to be able to offer things like this, they need the community to come out and support them. And it's just very important to, again, like the whole point of our show, Talk Local to Me, is to tell you about what's happening around here locally, or even if you're listening to our show from out of the area, where you can come when you're here, like things
Right.
that Nicole is talking about right now, destination festivals, events. If you're looking to come and support local business, that's what we need right now.
And all of the wineries, all 6 of the Bedford wineries are open. They're not open every day. We always encourage people to check Facebook or call ahead to make sure they're open. And they are all hosting a variety of events. Fables and Feathers is the newest winery, and they have a paint and sip night coming up later
That's
this month.
Only one I haven't been to.
It's
I'm so
so
ready to go there
awesome.
because I haven't
Yeah.
been there because they're new. But
And
I
they
can
have beer
attest,
too.
all the rest
So
of them are really good.
yes, and the Peaks of Otter Winery, they have a big event coming up in September, the night of Centerfest. It's Long Strange Night on the mountain.
I went
Yes.
2 years ago, and it was so fun.
Mm-hmm.
So that sounds
like
fun.
Yeah,
Like,
so come to
yeah, you can
Centerfest and then go camp and spend a long, strange night up on the mountain afterwards.
exactly.
There you go.
That's a mouthful.
I'm all
I know.
about to spend your whole day out and about.
Yeah, and
Uh,
Seven Doors Winery is open on the weekends, and they've been hosting some music on Sunday afternoons. So, and they also, the wineries too, I think for the most part are dog friendly. I know people like to take their
Mhm.
dogs.
Yeah.
So there's lots to do. Actually, I would love for people just to go onto our calendar on our website, destinationbedfordva.com, and click on event calendar, and we try to keep everything right there for you.
That's exactly what I was just getting ready to say. Like, I know y'all have a calendar of events that y'all keep everything on. And I think that also goes to people that are looking to plan an event.
I always
Yes,
check
definitely.
calendars.
Check their
always. It's very
calendar.
important.
Because you don't want to have like 5 events on the same day and people are struggling to say, who are we going to? And I can tell.
That's what happens.
Yeah, and I can tell you from experience, when you're an event planner and you've put all this hard work into something, then to see 3 or 4 other people are doing something the same day, and then you're sitting there going, well, how many are going to come to ours? And you do honestly worry about how many are going to go to theirs too, because you want everything to be successful. You want it to be a good event. So I definitely, I don't, I know.
And
here
we
in-
like to support other people's events too. I know,
yes.
you know, like anything that we've done before and something else will be the same day. It's like, wow. I mean, I have to be at my event and I want to be at my event, but I would really like to be at that event too. So,
Well, I know one year for Battle of the Bands, you and I split up in the morning, and I went to an event. There was like a barbecue event out here in Forest that
yeah.
I went and had a booth at, and you were setting up for Battle of the Bands, and I was rushing back to Battle of the Bands trying to, you know, attend stuff because our members
Yeah.
will do things. But definitely check out the calendar. What can you give your website?
Yeah, it's destinationbedfordva.com.
Yeah, so definitely check that out. Find out places to go, things to do in our area. Like Nicole said, there's a lot. Festival season's kicking off, and even going into, I'm sure, October. There's the Smith Mountain Lake Charity Home Tour starts up,
Yeah.
so that's a big one.
And we have the wine festival,
wine
the Smith
festival.
Mountain Lake Wine Festival. First time in its 30-year history that it's going to be held in Bedford County. So it will be at Mariners Landing the last weekend of September.
Yes, and they have quite a bit. They have a lot of wineries that come out to that. It's a pretty big wine event, and I've been in the past, and it's always a really good variety of food vendors and the different wineries. And I think they've even had, was it last year? The last time they had like they had like one cider or something vendor there for those that don't necessarily like wine. But I don't know if they'll be back this year. I don't think they put a list out yet. But I'm excited for that. And gosh, there's so many. Like I said, there's just so many different things.
October, you got the Gross's Orchard Festivals, the Mountain View Vintage Market,
Oh yes.
Big Otter Mill Harvest Festival. So there's something, I think, pretty much every weekend of October.
Yeah, somebody asked me the other day, they were like, why don't you please move Centerfest to October? I'm like, why would we do that? No.
Well, I know they did one
much.
year, and there was not great attendance. It was the year that the hurricane, I think, came
Yeah.
through the month before, so they pushed it back to October. And now I wasn't planning it at that time, but I
Yeah.
remember that we went, and it was not as many people because October's so full of other
Yeah.
established events. And that's the other thing. Most of these events are established. Like ours is 40 years running. So most people know when it's happening, and they know to put it on their calendar. It's the third, that third weekend in September. So that's kind of what I do. I'm like, I know when the Garlic Festival is. I know, it's the same day as the Railroad Festival, the same weekend. So I'm like, I go to one day and the next day. And it's pretty easy to... Your weekends can be completely full from now till the end of the year.
Did we split up one year?
Yeah.
A couple of years ago where I'm like, okay, I'm going to hit, I think I went up to Peaks of Otter and some other places, and you hit like 2 or 3 other places.
Yep.
I'm like, why? We don't have enough weekends in a month, ever.
Oh yeah, because that's the time I took I went to the chili cook-off at Sedalia, and then I went to the Mountain View Vintage Market because I had Riley with me because she was going around with her little princess pageant thing she'd won, looking cute. But
the Bedford County Fair.
Yes,
is
the
coming
Bedford
up
County
too
Fair.
in October.
they moved that
To
right.
the Moose Lodge.
Yes, so that's going to be at the Moose Lodge.
Yes.
So if I hear anybody say they are bored
They're
in
not paying
Bedford,
attention.
September or October, then they've got issues. I'm going to be like, go to destinationbedfordva.com or whatever.
Or just come by the Welcome Center and we'll
Yes.
happily share the information.
And you also have a newsletter.
Yes. Once a
So-
month, we put out a monthly newsletter that you can get by email, and we post it on our Facebook page as well.
Okay, so can they go onto your website and
Yes,
subscribe to it?
they can. There's a place to sign up right on our homepage of the website that you can just put your email address in, click sign up, and there you are.
And I highly recommend that because it is a great newsletter. And then also, if you, we actually have a newsletter that we put out every week. And you can go on our website, cvabc.org, and subscribe to that. But a lot of our members that are hosting events, and not just in Bedford, but throughout the area, I know like Red Hill, Patrick Henry, they always post a lot of different things. You can learn more about what some of our other businesses are putting on throughout the months too. So that's 2 great ways to become involved and learn more about what we have going on. And then of course, Facebook page. I mean, that's always a great option as well. So, what else do we have going on? Anything? Or we kind of hit them all? It's a lot.
She's like, golly, Heather.
Okay, so again, y'all know me. I'm always on the go. It's like
I let her go. I just sit back and watch her.
so it's an ongoing joke with my husband that my house. It's like my house is my motel room because he's always like, "You just coming home to sleep and then you're out and about." Because I'm gone from like 7 in the morning until I get home. Sometimes not till 8, at night. He's just like, well, I'm glad you could make it to sleep.
No dinner. Just
Toss some food in the microwave and away we go. So that's how I feel sometimes. But I love being able to go out and support the community. And I know, Nicole, I know you do as well. And it's obvious because, we see you out there. Even when you're just out there with your kids having a good time and, being able to I like being able to take my daughter out and showing her the different things that there are to do aside from sitting in front of a TV and watching video games and, playing on your iPad and all that stuff. I mean, there's so much to do in our area. Get them out there, get them involved, get them, seeing some, history and learning about things they can do in the community. So
take the phone away.
take the phone.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Actually, my daughter asked me this morning, she said, when am I going to get a phone? I just looked at her. I said, now we have talked about this, I don't know how many times.
Yeah.
Not for a while.
Nope.
Not for a while. I'm just not one of those.
And the park, I was just going to say, get them outside, fall, it's end of summer, fall, get them to the parks. We have so many beautiful parks with playgrounds and trails. And every day we ride by the skate park on Falling Creek Road. And my little 3-year-old's like, I want to do that. I want to do that. Like,
I feel like
make it
my
a little
son
bigger,
lives
maybe.
there.
And then you've got the disc golf.
Yes.
That's getting really big in our
Huge.
area.
Yes.
And so I think that's another thing people don't realize is Bedford offers a lot of things that outer lying areas don't have, the as much of, like the skate parks, the
What
disc
is
golf,
disc
the
golf?
trails.
What is
Disc
that?
golf
What is
is, do you?
I don't even know if I can explain it.
Okay, so it's like golf, but with frisbees.
Yes.
Okay,
There you
okay,
go.
gotcha.
So
Yes.
you have the different chain. You'll see them at some parks where you'll see like it looks like a chain. If you've ever been to
So you
Peachtree
put the
Park, used
frisbee
to
in
have
the-
them, but now
in the
falling.
basket.
Yes, and so you have a certain you tee off, and it's like a
Gotcha.
par, and they have all the stuff golf does, but it's with a frisbee.
Yeah,
Look
that's
at
more
you
up my
throwing
line.
out terminology.
Right? Well, my brother used to play a tad.
Google.
Not me. I can't even throw a frisbee like
Normal.
in the yard. Like, yeah, it doesn't go very far. So I don't see how these guys do it and actually put it in a basket. Like,
There's a technique. It's
Yeah,
not, you don't
absolutely.
just go out there and throw the frisbee.
and I think the frisbees are
YouTube it.
different. They're like flatter,
Yeah.
and they're not like the regular frisbees.
Mhm.
I don't think that. I mean, I guess you can use those.
Yeah.
I don't know. Please
I
don't.
got hit by one at Falling Creek.
Definitely YouTube how to disc golf before you actually go and try it.
We'll have some disc golfer calling in a minute and be like, can I please tell you what's happening? Because y'all don't know nothing. So, getting back to Battle of the Bands, so it's only, 3 weeks away?
Ugh, yes.
So she says, oh, I'm sitting here like, I'm so
No,
happy
I
it's coming.
stress. I'm like, oh, there's still so much
She is-
to do.
She is stressing.
I'm excited though.
I'm not stressing because I'm not
She's like
setting it up. I'm just like, oh, okay, it's great. I'm going to be there.
She shows up.
Party. No,
With a wine.
with my wine. You may not bring alcohol. We talked about this in the last show when I said bring your cooler. Do not bring your cooler. You have to purchase it from Beals, who is going to be there selling beer, which we're so excited about.
I'm still working on trying to get at least one winery.
Oh yeah, that would be nice.
Yes.
Y'all know where to find me. So yeah, so we have bands, and we have food trucks.
Yep.
What food trucks do we have?
We've got Ferguson Family Provisions. We have Porterhouse Barbecue and Catering.
Mhm.
If you have not had either one of those, you need to come.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. And Porterhouse has been a staple here in Bedford since I've been doing events.
Mhm.
They're fantastic, well known. Ferguson Family. Is this our second year? I think
I believe
first or
so.
second, and they are just that sandwich. I usually have to take a sandwich home because it's so good. And then El Cabritos is supposed to come.
James, if you're listening, you
James,
better
if you're
pull that truck. I need
listening,
my taco fix.
Email me back.
I do
No.
love some El Cabritos tacos. I'm not gonna lie. I love it because they're just good.
Yeah.
I was trying to get one at the Horse and Hound Festival, but the line was so long. I didn't want to butt in front of people and be like, James, just because he knows what I like. Like, I don't have to tell
You
him.
didn't throw elbows to get to the front. Do you know who I am?
I know, right? I could have been like, can you just throw a taco out the window at me? But he didn't. So I didn't get my taco, but I'm hoping he'll be at Battle of the Band so I can. I know he'll be at Centerfest, so that's a plus.
Yeah.
Uh,
So we'll probably have an icy or an ice cream vendor too, because it'll most likely be hot. I know.
We need a day like today.
Last year's weather was very
Beautiful.
good. Yes, it was very nice. So
we won't talk about the year before
yeah,
with
as
the
long-
monsoon that came through.
yeah. I don't know if you y'all weren't there that one. Oh my gosh, that was so stressful. We can't talk about that.
Yes.
Um,
So a big thank you to our title sponsor, Beacon Credit Union.
Mhm.
They are, helping us to. Aaron's going to be helping us present bands and do things throughout the event. And I don't know if we mentioned it, but it's free.
it is free admission.
Free admission. You can't. I mean, come on now. So you're going to get to come in and listen to some bands. Bring your own chair, a blanket, a tent.
Don't bring your camping tent.
Yeah,
you
I
can
mean, don't-
bring like a canopy.
Yes.
You gotta be specific,
You're not
Heather, with the
sleeping there.
coolers.
Okay, I'm gonna turn this over to Diane. Diane, what can they bring?
Just
No, I'm just
saying.
playing. But you definitely want to come and have a good time. The cruise-in is going to be happening, so all the cars will be there, and we will have Just Us.
Yay!
Yay!
Just us.
And we have Just Us in the studio with us today, and so we want to learn a little bit. And we're going to have, each band in leading up to the event because we want you guys to learn about them. We want you to hear some of their music. We want you to check out their Facebook pages and
Absolutely.
And
show
you
them
guys,
some love.
yeah, you guys are playing every weekend? I
Just
think?
about. Yeah,
Yeah,
we've been
y'all are
doing really
busy.
well lately. I played all the way through COVID, as a matter of fact.
Did you really?
Sometimes 0 people, but we played.
There you go.
Well, but I will say because Cindy, you post on their Facebook page a lot. You video them. Your wife does,
Yes,
right?
that's right.
And so I remember even through COVID seeing some of yours where she was posting and still getting your name out
Yeah,
there. And
that's
so
the
people
name of
could
the
see
game.
you playing. And I thought that was great.
Oh, you have to. There's only one way to do it, and that's hit the ground running and make it
Mm-hmm.
happen.
So tell us a little bit about Just Us. I know, we had you year before last. So we've heard a little bit. And I know, you come from your background of how you got here to me is phenomenal. So I want that
Want me to
kind
share
of
that?
be. Yeah, I want
Sure.
you to share
Oh,
it.
absolutely. All right. My name is Stephen Hughes. I am part of Just Us. I created a band back in 2016. Back in 2011, I got sick. I stayed sick for a couple of years, undiagnosed. Spent a lot of time at Duke and so forth. They finally tried to tell me I was stressed out and I was having issues that was causing other issues. And I just said, no, that's not it. Went on with my life. Ended up finding out I had a tumor in my jaw. I spent 5 years having my lower left jaw removed and put back together. During that time is when I picked up music. Unlike my band members, such as Greg here, who's been doing this for over 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm relatively new in that sense. But I did it more just for comfort, just to get my mind elsewhere because I was in places that it was not really good. It was a rough time. I've had 22 operations overall, but I spent 50 hours just on the jaw. And during that time, I played music. After I got my jaw fixed, Tommy Cox, local musician here, everybody knows Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
He was my music teacher. And I said, Tommy, I just want to get a band together. I just want to play music with other people. So I got it together with some other members at the time for a couple of years, a year and a half. And then everybody has their own thing in bands. Everybody wants to rotate out for whatever reason, And I ended up with another set of guys. Greg here, Greg Scruggs sitting in. I had Mark Mayhew, and we got together and started playing, and I just hit it running. I have played for not only Battle of the Bands, we played second in that, but we played. I was Lynchburg Got Talent winners in 2016, and then I've played at Dirk Bentley's place, Stagecoach. I've played at Tootsie's in Nashville. We've opened for David Allen Coe and Rodney Atkins. But all this was not supposed to be. This is just something that happened to me, and the Lord blessed me and graced me with this. And I'll tell you, this is another thing off the list. You guys have helped me do things that I never thought I would ever do in my life, and I'm very thankful for that. But we are a very highly motivated band. The members that I have in my band now are more dedicated to making music and making people enjoy the music as opposed to doing it for themselves, for the money, or for the other things that go along with music. There's a lot of people out here playing a lot of different reasons, but I know that the band that I have together, when you come out to our show, you're going to enjoy yourself. We play a variety of music. I do not stick to one genre, so if you're looking for all country, all rock, all pop, I'm just not your man. But if you're looking for something, everything from Elvis to the Eagles or some Pink Floyd in between, you come out and see us, and I guarantee you'll have a good time. We put on a good show. All of my musicians not only are multi-talented, I'll start with Greg here. Greg has been playing for over 50 years. He plays instruments such as the not just the keyboard, but harmonica, acoustic, drums, bass. He's played for people like Jerry Lee Lewis, Garth Brooks, Allman Brothers. He toured with Molly Hatchet for 2 years. Very rounded musicians. Every guy that I've taken the time to put together a band,
Yeah.
not just a group of guys who want to go out here and make a band where we actually play music that you're gonna enjoy.
Yeah.
And
It's
you know,
the passion, and you can see that when you guys perform. You're not just up there like everybody's doing their own thing. You guys are collectively rocking it.
We
and I
are.
love that.
And
Yeah.
you touched on that team word a minute ago, and you're absolutely right. Nothing in life is done solo worth too much. It takes a team effort, somebody behind you. If it's nobody just saying you can do it, you can do it. And I've been fortunate enough to have positivity behind me, but I've taken the negativity that I had to endure and I've put it to a positive effect. I mean, this was purpose. I'm telling you, when you're faced with challenges in life, and I don't care what that challenge is, you've got two choices. You can either deal with it or not deal with it. And depending on your choice will depend upon your outcome. I choose positivity. I'm a Christian. I believe in God. God has been in my life ever since I was a little fella. But over the last 10 years, most definitely I've seen the walk of me. I can tell you that the Lord has walked with me, in front of me, beside me, behind me, and carried me, but he's never left me. And he'll never leave any of y'all if you just ask.
So I'm gonna be dancing.
I hope
So
so.
you better get your phone out,
Oh
Diane.
Lord, you better stretch first, because I remember last time you were sore for days.
I danced. Okay, so
You couldn't stand up.
I get sore too, though.
I'm a sucker, and actually, John Hayden, he almost got me last night because I went to the national night out that the police department did downtown, and I'm a sucker for doing like the electric slide and the cha-cha slide and all those silly
Oh my Lord.
dances. And so I almost, but I did it one night and she taped me, and I woke up the next day and I called her. I said, what did I do yesterday? I was like, I am so sore. She said, well, I got a video of what you did.
Exactly.
She's been
That's why I
taping
carry
me.
my phone everywhere.
But I love to dance. I'm not good at it.
I can't do it.
I mean, but I'll do it.
Sure you can.
I cannot.
Just
I
close
dance in
your eyes
my
and let it go.
kitchen and I feel like I am just living life. But in public, no thank you. Nobody
Same.
wants to see that.
Oh, it
Well-
doesn't matter as long as you're having fun.
Well, okay.
For me, nobody wants to see it, but they're gonna see it anyway because I'm not too shy.
Oh, that's right. I said I was going to start my weird dance movement.
See,
Like
there
a
you go.
movement. Yeah. My Elaine dance.
I was just thinking,
We should,
I'm
like-
not lying.
What is
That's
it?
what I'll do.
What is it called? The thing where all the people come in and they all know how to do the same dance at the same time. What's that called?
Flash mob.
Yes.
I was
Flash
thinking
mob.
mosh pit, but I knew that
That's what I was
wasn't it.
thinking.
Oh,
Flash mob.
ooh.
We gotta come up with something.
Diane, that's a different thing.
I know. I've been in one of those.
I always watch people on TV and they all start like they all know the dance all of a sudden. I'm like, okay. No, you don't. But I always get excited. I like to dance. So
Oh, gosh.
I love hearing your story because I think what a lot of people, even in the past when we had talked with you and they hear that you've had to have your jaw removed and all the surgery you
I
had
couldn't
done
even open my mouth for a
right,
year.
and people are like, and now to listen to you and your band, you'd think, no, you're telling us a
Stop
fib.
playing.
I know, quit lying to us.
I
But
hear that too.
because you have such a great voice, and obviously,
Thank
I mean, I'm sure that time was very difficult, and if you weren't even able to speak, but to get to where you are now just shows, how much you have persevered through it, and how much I guess music really means to you to get to the point you're at today.
What I can tell you in the 4.5 years we've been out here, I added up the other day, and I've done almost 180 shows.
Oh wow!
So I have, whether it's small or large, but we just play. Just
Now,
play.
how many hours do y'all usually play during a normal set? Like
A
if
normal
you're-
set is a 3-hour set.
Okay.
Normal, but we're playing at Clubhouse. As a matter of fact, Saturday night, come on out and enjoy a good time. Playing 8 to 12, I think, on that particular Saturday night. So that's a
Okay,
4-hour set.
at the
but-
clubhouse in Lynchburg.
At Clubhouse in Lynchburg, yes.
Okay.
ma'am. Yep.
Very
So,
cool.
but normally it's a 3-hour set. But I can do whatever the venue requires me to do. I don't have limitations. I don't want to put limitations.
Mm-hmm.
The only limits I have is how long I can stretch my voice, and I found that out a few weeks ago. I didn't realize that you can really throw your voice out. I was doing a gig on was it July 4th,
Mm-hmm.
and they asked us to stay a little longer, so we did an extra hour set. 10 days later, I couldn't even sing. Had a scope, found out I bruised my
Isn't
vocal
that
cord.
crazy?
Yeah, it is. I had to have 2 steroid shots, but finally
Ooh.
got it back to where it is. But I learned a hard lesson about taking care of your voice. You know,
Yeah.
I'm a novice at this. These guys are all professional. Everything I'm learning is on the fly. You know, I just do it and I learn from my mistakes, pick up and go. But this is one mistake that really caught me off guard because my doc said, hey, you know, this is not a game. If you're going to do this like you're doing for 5 more, you got to make some adjustments to make it happen, or you're not going to have a voice to do it with. And even Greg had made several comments to me in the past about certain things we need to work on. Being able to hear yourself is the main thing on stage.
Yeah.
You get on stage with a solo, it's not really matter, but you put 4 or 5 people on the stage, it is so much noise up there. Y'all, you just have no idea. Sometimes I have to, plug my ears. I'm just like, oh gosh, it's rattling.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
My dad actually, he was in a band here in Lynchburg when he was high school, college. I don't know. I can't remember the name of the bands,
He
but
played.
no, he sang. He's a great singer. My dad is. I mean, not so much now because he's not. You're not old, Dad. If you're listening, you're great, but he just doesn't sing much anymore. But he, like, when I told him I was going to start doing an event like this, he's like, who are you getting? Who you talking to? Do I know him? I'm like, no, Dad, you don't know him. But he's constantly telling me just about his days of playing and how much joy it brought him.
Oh, yeah.
So I know that, for you guys, even as, like I said, their group kind of disbanded once they got married and kids and all that stuff. But I can actually, Ted Stennett, who does our music, either played with my dad or helped my dad with sound or something back then. So
You're looking at me like I'm supposed to answer you.
know,
I don't know.
I know you don't, but I was just looking at you because
I'll call him later.
because every time I see Ted, he's like, "How's Ronnie doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, he's doing good." So anyway,
So what are you guys going to play for us?
yes, that's what I
Oh,
want to hear.
sure.
I'm
All
ready
right,
to
give me
go.
a second.
I want to see Heather dance.
No, not
Come on,
today.
stand up.
My
We're doing a
headphones
live-
won't stretch
we're
that
doing a
far.
Clear the
live-
mics off the table.
Live
Okay.
video here.
Yes.
If I can figure out how to do it.
Oh yeah, are you gonna do it? So if you're gonna, I won't do it.
On my page.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me do one.
I mean, you do yours on your page.
Yeah.
Hi, Nicole.
All right, so I think what we'll just do a little quick joker for you, a little Steve Miller Band, just to show you a little bit. And Mr. Greg here is going to sit in with me on some harp. Ready? Some people call me the space cowboy. Some call me the gangster love. Some people call me Maurice. Well, I speak with the politics and love. And people talk about me, baby, yeah, yeah, yeah. And they say I'm doing you wrong. Don't you worry, no, don't worry. Say, mama, mama, I'm ready, right on. Well, I'm a picker, I'm a grinner, I'm a lover, yeah, I'm a sinner. Play my music in the song. Well, I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight toker, yeah, 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 yeah. Still don't wanna hurt no one. Come on, baby. You're the cutest thing that I ever did see. Really lovely people won't shake that tree. Love it, all the time. We will not show you good time. 'Cause I'm a picker, I'm a grinner, I'm a lover, yeah, I'm a sinner. Play my music in the sound. Well, I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight toad, yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't wanna hurt no one. Well, I'm a picker, I'm a grinner, I'm a lover, yeah, and I'm a sinner. Play my music in the sun. I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight toad, yeah, 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 yeah. You don't wanna hurt no one.
All right.
Thank y'all.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
That was awesome.
I love it.
Appreciate that.
Anybody
Yeah.
watching my live feed that was on Facebook just now, I'm sorry, my feet were flopping because they were like dancing with the tune and they don't touch the floor. So
Well, that's what we want right there. See, I did my job.
yes,
Thank you
fantastic.
so much.
I'm excited. So what kind of music are you going to be playing? What kind of songs have you gotten
Picked
that?
for the show.
Yes, I'm
All right.
sorry. I'm like blubbering over
It's
here.
okay. I have generally, I think, a little Georgia Satellites, little Hands to Yourself, some Folsom, some Tennessee whiskey,
Oh,
some
yeah.
maybe Give Me 3 Steps or Sweet Home. I can't really decide.
Yeah.
A little bit of everything. I really like to touch something for everybody because the one thing I have learned, I know there are bands out here who love their genre, you know, and that's great, and there is a crowd for that.
Yeah.
But if you go into a normal setting of just average people, not if there's 50 people in it, 50 people don't enjoy
No.
the same type of music.
Yeah.
You know, you really have to be diverse in that if you want to appeal to the masses. And that I've approached that from the very, very beginning. I've never set out to be a one genre type of a band. And I see that works because I may not have every toe beating and clapping, but yours might be doing it one time, but hers might be doing it the next time. And as long as I've, ticked back and forth a little bit,
Yeah.
I mean, that's better than nothing. It's better than none at all.
Right.
You know, because you go into a place playing my kind of music and they're looking for, I don't know, Hank Williams and, George Strait all day long. I can do that, and we do that. And don't get me wrong, though, we do adapt to the venue. If the venue is more geared to that, then I
Yeah.
set my set list accordingly. I mean, I'm running about 100 songs right now, so I have a variety to, choose from.
Mm-hmm.
And so we do that. But if you're coming just to a general show, you're going to hear a general set
Yeah.
of music.
See, I'm the type of person, I listen in my one day, I go from here to here. I mean, there's everything in between. I am not one set. It depends on where I'm at, what my
Exactly.
mood is, what I'm drinking, what I'm eating, all that
Right.
stuff.
That's right.
So,
That's exactly right.
yeah. But I have found too, people will, go to a show and be like, I'm only country. Yet, somebody like you's playing, they could be playing country and then the next song is something different, but they're still enjoying it because they're
They
in
got
that
they
vibe.
got their fix.
Yes.
You see, they got their country, because I do. I mean, I take it old school. I do, some Troubadour. Or,
Mhm.
When Did You Stop Loving Me? George Strait's the old stuff, like
Yeah.
that. But I mean, I also kick in like we do a rollover of Troubadour, and then I roll that over into Free. So I've got a little bit George Strait kicked in with some Zach Brown. So
Yeah.
it's a twofer.
Yeah, that's kind of like my my Spotify. I'm country, so I have my country playlist, and then 90s alternative. So
Am I
how
the-
far apart can you be?
Am
But
I
that's
the only
me.
old person still on Pandora? Is that only
Um,
for old people like me?
What is she old?
Can I plead the fifth?
No, No, that's pretty hip, Diane. That's
All
pretty
You're
right.
hip.
hip.
Stop lying to me.
Yeah,
You're
that's
hip.
Coming from the
Diane.
young
That's
man.
pretty hip.
Coming from the young man.
So, but yeah, it's always like it depends on my mood as to whether I'm going to listen to country or if I'm putting on my '90s alternative. Like, and, you know.
Nirvana. Is that-
Oh my gosh, I love Nirvana.
There we
I love-
go.
Oh, but Third Eye Blind is my favorite. Don't get me started. Y'all have heard my ringtone is
my
Eve
gosh.
6.
Rabbit
So-
trails.
Lord.
Yep,
Here we
y'all
go.
get me started, and we don't want to do that.
Wine,
So-
tacos, and 90s music.
So if now how far out do you guys? How far will y'all travel
Well,
to
I can.
play?
Well, that's funny. You should even say that because we were just focused into Lynchburg,
Mm-hmm.
Amherst, and Bedford. But last 3 or 4 shows I've had have been Staunton and Waynesboro.
Mm-hmm.
I am originally from Yorktown, Virginia. That's where I grew up, and I've been putting the emphasis on going back home. I have a lot of people I grew up with that are see me on Facebook. I'm like, oh man, I wish you would come closer. So I'm right now in the process. As a matter, just spoke with a guy this week about going back home and playing a show there, and
Okay.
I'm willing to go anywhere. I don't have a limitation.
Okay.
I'm going to do. I do this as a hobby. I don't hunt. I don't fish. And I don't have sports cars. I play music. So I invest in my music and whatever it takes to make it happen. I'm going to go.
So now, if someone is listening and they say, "Hey, we need a band. We're ready to get. We want to book and we want
Yep.
to talk to Just Us." How can they get a hold of you?
Call me 434-665-4477 direct, and you can send me a message, or you can go to my Just Us webpage, as well as my Facebook page, Just Us Band. Look for the Bee Man. I am the Bee Man. The reason they call me the Bee Man is because I raised honeybees for 15 years.
Okay. I was
So-
actually going to ask you that question earlier, and then I said, "Well, I don't know."
Yeah, no, that it's a legit question. I get it all the time. But yep, I used to raise honeybees. Last couple of years, I've kind of with COVID and everything. It's a very expensive endeavor. If anybody who raised honeybees will understand that.
I
But
got
it
a
was-
ton at my house. If
Honeybees?
yeah, oh yes,
Oh.
you can come get
Leave
them
'em-
anytime.
Just leave them alone. Let
I
'em do their
do.
thing.
I
Don't
leave 'em
mess with no
alone.
honeybees.
But they scare me. I
No,
sweat.
honeybees will not mess with you. They can only sting one time and then they die. It's the yellow jackets that can sting you multiple
Well,
times.
I've got
that you have
those
to worry about.
too. So
That's a problem. Get rid of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't like those.
Me either.
Mm-mm.
No.
I felt so bad the other day. My daughter sat on a wasp. Poor thing. Like it was
Mhm.
bad.
You told me you laughed.
Okay, I laughed. No, okay.
Just kidding.
I'm not gonna lie, I did chuckle, and that was only because it was a learning moment. 'Cause
You
I told
said
her
you
not to
shoulda
go
For
down.
listened
her
to
or
me.
you?
For her, because I told her not to go down the slide again, and she said, "Oh, I'm gonna go one more time," and she sat, and it was sitting there, and it got her right in the butt at gymnastics class. So.
Mm.
I was a little. I mean, it was a little bit chuckly, but
Chuckly?
chuckly. But no, I've seen a lot of bees this year, a lot more than I feel like I usually do. So,
Yeah.
I don't know what that's from, but so if you are listening, make sure that you are marking your calendar for the 21st, from 4 to 8 p.m.
We
at-
go on at 5. Come out and see Just Us.
Yep. Just Us is going on at 5. And, make sure you're coming out and enjoying the whole, if you're able to come for the whole event, like I said, we've got 4 bands, come out and look at the cars, come out and grab you some dinner. It is kid friendly. So bring your kids, let them come out and play. We're out in the open. We're in a park. So, plenty of room to, if you're feeling, like you want to be socially distant, there's even the ability to sit up on some of the outer limits of the fenced in area that we have and still be able to hear the music and have a good time with your family. So it's definitely something that, if you're wanting to just have an evening where you're not having to worry about spending a lot of money, but having a good time, we encourage you to come out to Liberty Lake Park in Bedford. You can check out our website, cvabc.org for more information, address, and also our Facebook page. We have an event. What is that, Diane? How's the event page set up?
3rd annual Battle of the Bands and Cruisin'.
And cruising, yes. So we definitely want to see you guys out there and enjoying the music. And, we also will have a People's Choice, a winner as well. That's separate from like the judging. So we encourage you to come out and, let us know what you thought. Just let us know who your favorite band was. That does not get tallied into the judges' votes this year. This
No.
is just a completely separate, kind of award. That way it makes it fair. We found in the past, you don't want people coming out and just because they have 100 followers and they're stuffing the ballot boxes or whatever.
Yeah.
So we kind of
Exactly.
changed it up this year and made it a true
Yep.
judges. Most of our judges have some musical background so that, we tried to make sure it wasn't just like, someone out there going like, oh, I like that music. Check. So
3 judges.
we have 3 judges. Yep. Correct. 3.
Yes, and they're not going to be sitting in like the judges' booth like we had before. We found it's better, and they like it better if they can walk around and hear it from all different aspects. And
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm glad I don't have to judge, because I don't even know how I would do that. It's just so hard.
So before we wrap up today's show, I'm going to very quickly, I'd like to thank our final 2 show sponsors for this month, Minnie's Travel Boutique. And if you are looking for a magical vacation, Minnie's Travel Boutique is available to help you, whether you're looking for Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Cruises. There's also a new Disney, I think she said Australia, that they can help book for. So you definitely want to talk to Kristen and her team. They're phenomenal. We are doing a CVABC trip through them in October, which I am looking forward to. You can contact them at minniestravelboutique.com, and they will get you set up and ready to discover a magical destination for your family. And last but certainly not least is Visiting Angels of Lynchburg. If you are in need of quality care for your loved ones, you're trying to keep them in the home, and you're looking for dedicated and reliable caregivers, please contact Visiting Angels of Lynchburg. They are there to help with all types of care: dementia care, personal care, end-of-life care, respite, Alzheimer's services, even long-distance caregiving. So contact them. You can visit visitingangels.com/Lynchburg, or you can call them at 434-337-3836 and find out how they can help you with your loved ones.
That's your cue to stop talking.
That's my cue to stop talking. Thanks, Woody. Thanks. So make sure you listen in at 1:30 today with Cool Talk with your actually guest hosts for Cool Talk, Heather and Diane. So we're back at 1:30, but then hang in next week. Talk Local to Me. We will be back with another band, and we'll be speaking. I think we're going to be speaking with Candace Monahan with Beaver Dam Sunflower Farms about their festival coming up. So thank you very much.